This lesson is about multiplying mixed number factors and relating it to the distributive property and area model. A lot of that's what we've been doing before, and the big idea with this is choosing when do we want to use distributive property and when are we going to do more of an area model to solve a problem and make it a little bit simpler. And that's going to be a personal choice as we work through this, but different things to consider. So look at this first problem. Find the area of a rectangle that is 1 1/3 inches by 3 3/4 inches. Okay, try to solve it using the area model and then think about how it might look with the distributive property. So if we did it this way, we could do it with the area model, but even looking at what I have here, I feel like that's a little bit more confusing. It's a little bit sloppy. So what we could do instead is we could do the distributive property, and we might draw our diagram a little bit differently for that one. We could draw something that looks like this, and then we can multiply each of the different sections where we have along the side and the top. So for the top, or for the first part, I would do 3 times 1, which is 3, 3 times 1/3, which is 1, 3/4 times 1, which is 3/4, and then 3/4 times 1/3, which I'm going to do on the side, which would give me 3/12. Okay, and then I can add all of these together, and then I would have my solution. Okay, if I did that writing an expression, it might look something like this. So I could use this expression, 1 times 3 plus 1 times 3/4 plus 1/3 times 3 plus 1/3 times 3/4. And you notice what I'm doing is I'm taking each part and multiplying it by the next. So 1 times 3, then 1 times 3/4. 1/3 times 3, 1/3 times 3/4. And then as I fill it in, I have the different pieces that I can then add together and work through. And when I work through all of it, I see that I have 5 square inches. Okay, using this numerical expression or using that in conjunction with our other diagram here are probably going to be the easiest ways to solve this problem, but you can do what you find easiest. Try one more problem. An 8-inch by 10-inch picture is resting on a mat. 3/4 inches, well, 3/4 of an inch of the mat show around the entire edge of the picture. Find the area of the mat not covered by the picture. And I have an image on the left side here to show you what that might look like. Okay, remember you're going to need multiple steps to solve this problem. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to find the area of the mat, which is 11.5 times 9.5, which because I have my length and my width. And it's 11.5 and 9.5 because I'm adding 3/4 of an inch on each side, which if I add 3/4 twice is 1.5. Okay, and then I'm going to subtract the size of the picture, and then I can go from there. And as I solve that, I see that 11.5 times 9.5 is 109.25 minus 10 times 8, which is 80, which gives me a final solution of 29.25 square inches. You'll also notice that I decided not to use the area model for this because I thought in my head and said, you know, this is going to be easier not using that to solve this problem. If you did, that's fine, that's your choice.